Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Casa de Neil, where I'm about to fight a 1,000 point battle between my Blood Angels and Neil's Thousand Sons. So the story that we've got going on here is that this Thousand Sons warband suddenly came into the system here, the Baal System, and came directly for this this spire here, and just made a beeline for the depths of the spire down towards the where the power was being developed on there, the manufactorum areas, and all deep down in the guts of this spire. They fought their way bloodily through there, slaughtering all of the RBDs and all of the defenders, the PDF there that were there, slaughtering through them, going on a straight line down. So by the time the Blood Angels got here, they were already down in this sector, and the Blood Angels came and arrived just in the nick of time to face them, to try to stop them from doing whatever they were going to do. Their final goal was this power generator here, which was sapping power from within the core of the planet where they were. And the Mechanicus that had built it had just thought that it was they found a source of extra power that could help generate power for the spire. It turns out it was tapping into the warp, and the sorcerers from this warband had figured that out and had felt the presence in the warp and decided to come down here to do their dark rituals, and the Blood Angels are going to try to stop that. So that is the story. The mission we're going to be playing is a made-up mission. It's going to be just like a narrative play that we're going to go here. There are 5 objectives on the table, 1 in the corner of each of the corner sectors of this terrain, and then 1 in the middle there. And essentially, at the end of your command phase, if you control 1, you'll get a point. If you control more than your opponent, you will score 2 points. And we are also doing, for each unit that you kill, or each unit that I kill, I will score 1 point. Each unit that he kills, he'll score 1.5 points. That rounds down. So if he kills 1, he'll get 1 point. If he kills 2 units, he'll get 3 points. 3 units, 4 points. 4 units, 5 points, or 6 points. And then I'm going to be doing 1 per unit, because he has 6 units, I have 4 units, which you're about to see. Then if you kill a character, he gets 1.5 points for killing my characters, because I've got 2. I get 1 point for killing his characters, because he has 3. And then if you kill the warlord, you get an additional point on top of that. And we both have 1 warlord, so that's not going to make a difference. So that is the mission that we're going to be playing. That is the story that we're going to be playing. And before we go any further, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out today. So for the Blood Angels, I'll be running a Sons of Sanguinius detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have Dante with a 10-man Sanguinary Guard squad. We have a 5-man Assault Intercessor squad. We have a 3-man Blade Guard Veteran squad. And last but not least, we have a Chaplain with a jump pack leading a 10-man Death Company squad with jump packs. So for the Thousand Sons, starting off here, we have 2 10-man Zangor squads. We have 3 5-man Rubric squads, 2 of which have Exalted Sorcerers leading them. And last but not least, we have a 5-man Scarab Occult Terminator squad being led by a Sorcerer in Terminator armor. All right, so before, those are the 2 armies that are going to be fighting out. Before we go over deployment here, I just want to show how really freaking cool this terrain that we're going to be playing on here. Neil built this as a commission for a Necromunda table for someone, which is just incredible. All the different pieces he has. He's worked here. He's got like the dirty down rust effects that he's got on these things. He's got stencils that he's worked in over here, 2-part stencils. He's got pieces that he's managed to put together. He's even got over here, just showing here with that, is an endless pit that goes down in there using mirrors, which is, I think, super, super cool. But it's just like super awesome looking terrain. We want to give it a shot, put in a battle report before he sends it off to its forever home. We'll get a battle report in here, and I think it's going to be a ton of fun. So it's for Necromunda, but we're doing 40K, obviously. But I think it's going to look super awesome. But yeah, so that's with the terrain that we're working on here. So Neil, again, kudos to you for making awesome terrain here. But we'll go over deployment here for the Blood Angels. Over on my left flank here, I've got my Blade Guard Veterans. I've got my 10-man Death Company with jump packs. They're camo cloaked jump packs, not because Certainly, definitely not, because I left their magnetized jump packs at home. So they're just going to be jumping with their Camellia line jump packs that are very special, and they're trying them out here for the Mechanicus to see if it's the thing that they're going to go with. They're being led by the chaplain there with a jump pack who has his because it's glued to him. I've got the 5-man assault intercessors back over here. They're going to be sitting on that objective, holding it down for there. And Dante and his sanguinary guard are going to be in deep strike. Going over deployment now for the Thousand Sons. We got Zangors over here. We've got 5-man rubric squad over here with the sorcerer. We've got the other Zangors over here. Another 5-man rubric squad back over on this side. And then on the far left squad side over here, we've got another 5-man rubric squad along with the other sorcerer back over there. In Deep Strike Reserves, he is going to have his Terminator squad along with the sorcerer in Terminator armor. So, that is deployment. We are now going to roll off to see who will go first. Mona rolled a 4, I rolled a 5, so it will be to the Blood Angels here on turn number 1. All right, movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn number 1. My Assault Intercessor stayed back here on the objective. My jump pack guys, the Death Company here advanced up, so they are on the middle holding that objective there. And then my Blade Guard veterans advanced over here, jumping onto this objective on this side. No one's in range to shoot, and I got nothing else I'm going to do there, so that is going to be it for the Blood Angels here on turn number 1. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Thousand Sons on turn number 2. All right, movement phase for the Thousand Sons here in turn 1, not turn 2 that I just said. And this is going to be the Zangors. They moved, advanced up over here, crossing over the bridge, like trying to get back onto the objective over on this side. These Rubric Marines over here advanced across here because they weren't going to be able to get in range to use their flamers on my dude bros up over here. And then these Zangors moved up onto the objective over here. Back over here, these Rubric Marines moved up and over the wall into position here, trying to cross over into this territory next turn. And then back over here, his other squad of Rubrics and the Sorcerer moved up the building. They're climbing up, trying to get over there, probably looking to get onto this objective over here. But nobody's in range to shoot or do anything, or they advance, can't see. It's going to be very up close and personal with a lot of these things. So that's going to be it for the movement phase, and unfortunately that's going to be the turn there for the Thousand Sons. So no score yet, but I think things are going to get a lot more brutal in just a little bit here. So that's going to be it for turn number 2. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels on turn number 2. All right, movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn number 2. My Blade Guard veterans moved around the corner over here, trying to get some, looking to try to get the charge off on those Zangors there. The way we're treating these, the spaces in between, you can go into them, but they are toxic. So if you go in, you have to roll a dice, and on a 1, it's basically just like a hazardous movement. So if you roll a 1, you take a mortal wound. You roll a 1 die per model, per unit, or 1 die per model that goes in there, and then that unit suffers a mortal wound, is the way they've got that there, as the way we're playing it. So then these jump pack guys jumped down over this way, looking to get the charge off onto those Rubric Marines. And when they did so, they did declare that they were going to Overwatch because they've got flamers, and that's going to be spicy into my dude bros over here. And then the Assault Intercessors stayed back there on the objective because that's what they're there for. And then back over here, Dante and his Golden Boys dropped in 9 inches away from these guys. And there's a door in the wall over here that they're going to come streaming through, I'm sure. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the Overwatch, and then we'll go on to the shooting phase.
All right, I'm going to do the season assault.
All right, so we're going to start off with his Overwatch here. We're going to start with his Soul Reaper Cannon, hitting on 6s because it's Overwatch. Getting 2 hits. These are strength 6, toughness 4, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound over there. AP.
-3. Wait.
No.
AP -3. No.
On the Soul Reaper Cannon?
Wait, yeah. No, -1.
Okay. It's like,
I went down.
that seems a lot, yes.
It used to be 3.
All right, so it's AP -1 here. So these are going to be looking for they've got cover there because you can't see the whole unit. So it's going to be AP minus. It's going to end up being a whatchamacallit, a 4-up, no, a 3-up save, and I make that one. Woo! And then we have 2 hand flamers here.
Number shots.
These number shots are going to come in here. So we've got going to have 6 total shots here.
Right, so
these are going to be looking for strength 3, so looking for 5s to wound.
5s.
Getting 4 wounds there.
AP -1.
All right, so this is going to be looking for AP -1, but with cover there, going to be a 3-up save. Failing 2 of them, but these are going to have 6-up feel no pains.
Yep.
This is 1 damage apiece, right?
Yep.
Nope, fail both of them, so that's going to be 1 guy dead. And the regular, there's 3 guys with regular warp flamers here.
Yep.
So there's going to be 7, 8 hits over here.
Yep.
These are now going to be wounding on, these are strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. Ooh, pretty good there.
So nice. AP -1 again.
Okay, so that's going to be 6 over here. These are going to be AP -1. Again, getting cover there, so 3-up saves. Failing 2 of those again. 6-up feel no pain because of the these guys having that. No, failing that, so that's going to be another guy dead. All right, so now we're going to have 8 bolt pistol shots from me in the shooting phase now into his Rubric Marines. So these are going to be looking for 3s to hit. This includes the chaplain over there. Alrighty. These are going to be looking for looking for 4s to wound. Tough 4 there. So that's going to be 3 wounds. AP nothing. So we got 3-up saves.
Nope, come here.
Failing 1 of them, so it's going to be 1 wound onto a guy. And now my Blade Guard veterans are going to fire into his Zangors over here. So we got 3 shots with heavy bolt pistols, hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits, wounding on toughness 4 on the Zangors.
Yes,
okay, so looking for 4s. That is going to be 1 wound at AP -1 into that.
That's fine. I'll do that on an invuln.
All right,
6.
there you go.
3 of them.
1, just 1.
Invuln 6. Come on. Nah.
Nope. So that's going to be, is he 1 wound apiece?
Yeah.
All right, 1 guy's going to take that. So here we go into the charge phase. Dante and his boys are going to charge into those Zangors. It's a 9-inch charge, but he gives them +1 to the charge here. So we're looking for an 8 on the dice. Gonna get it with that 8-inch charge. And then my Death Company are going to charge in over here. And they'll be in with a 6-inch charge. And then my Blade Guard veterans are also going to charge in over here. And they'll be in with a 10. All right, into the fight phase now. The chaplain with the jump pack, Exhortation of Rage now. When I choose, each time this model's unit is selected to fight, you can select 1 enemy unit's in engagement range of the model's unit. And on a roll a d6, on a 4 through 5, the enemy suffers d3 mortal wounds. And on a 6, it suffers 3 mortal wounds. So roll that d6.
Wait.
And we got the 5, so that is going to be d3 mortal wounds. Okay. All right, so d3 mortal wounds. Okay. That's going to be 3 mortal wounds at that fiddle face. So we got 1 guy with a Thunderhammer in there. He's going to have 3 attacks with the Thunderhammer, +1 because of the Red Thirst, since they charged here. These are going to be hitting on 4s, but I do get to re-roll because that's what Death Company Marines get to do. They get to re-roll hit rolls. So, looking for 4s. That's going to be 2 hits already. Re-rolling. That is going to be 3 hits there. These are now going to be, these would be strength, what is it? Thunderhammer is strength 8, which would become strength 9. So looking for 2s to wound against them over here, because they're tough 4. So these are going to be 2s to wound. And they would get +1 to wound because of the chaplain there, but that doesn't make a difference here on 2s to wound. Okay, so that's going to be 3 wounds. No devastating wounds in there. These are going to be at AP -2.
Don't care, invuln 4.
Here we go, 4-up invul saves.
Because the Exalted dude says so. Oh no!
So it's just going to go through. That's going to be 2 damage apiece, so that's going to kill 1 guy there.
Maybe I should reroll this one.
You going to spend a reroll?
Yeah,
all right.
I'll do it.
Going to spend a CP to reroll? No, into a 3, still a dead guy. And now my Death Company Marines with their chainswords are going to go. They're going to have 5 attacks on the charging over here. These are going to be hitting on 3s, but re-rolling. These are going to be 31 attacks, so I've got 4 more that I have to do after these. So looking for 3s to hit. We'll come back to that. Re-rolling. Okay, that is going to be all but 2. So we'll do the other ones actually in a second here. Actually, you know what? I'll just do these here. So I'm going to take these 2 if you don't mind, sir. These are going to be their first attacks into those ones there. Okay. Good thing I get the re-roll here. So it's okay. Those were not meant to be. Your dice were not meant to be. So then these are going to be strength 4, which would be forced wound. Become 3s to wound because of the chaplain. All right, and these are going to be strength 5 on the charge because of the red thirst. They're going to, so would normally be 3s to wound, but now become 2s to wound because of the chaplain. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, so AP -1, so these are going to be 4 up saves.
4 is on 4.
Here we go.
Either way, it's 4.
Yeah. All right.
Oh no.
So that's 1, 2.
And I already burned my reroll.
Yeah. So you've got 3 guys left there.
Yep.
So 4 of those will kill the 2 guys left from the unit.
Yep.
And then those 4 go onto the sorcerer. How many wounds does he have?
He should have 5.
Exalted sorcerer?
He does.
He does have 5. So he's got 1 wound left. And now the chaplain's going to go. He's going to have 6 attacks on the charge here, hitting on 2s. Re-rolling for that. Does not matter on any of those 6s there. These are now going to be strength 6, which becomes strength 7 on the charge. Would be 3s, but becomes 2s because of his rule with +1 to add 1 to the wound roll here. So there's going to be 6 wounds into you over there. AP -1. So we got 6 4-up saves.
4s, 4 or 4. I'll choose 4.
If he fails any of these, he's dead.
And I got no rerolls?
No rerolls. Oh, he is very dead, even if you had a reroll.
And
so
you slayed the warlord.
there it goes.
And got
Oh, that was the warlord?
Yeah, and the rolls one.
There we go. Killed the warlord, slayed the warlord, killed a character, and I killed a unit there. So that was pretty good. That was pretty good. And now my Blade Guard veterans are going to attack into his Zangors over here. So they're going to have 4 attacks base, becomes 5 attacks on the charge. These are going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, because that's the thing I chose with them over there. So 2s are right out, and no 1s there. Cool, cool, cool. These are going to be strength 6 on the charge, so looking for 3s to wound.
Yep, on toughness 4.
Okay, so that's going to be 3, 6, 9 wounds into you over there. These are going to be AP minus... oh, you got your invul, right?
Invul
Yeah.
6.
So here we go. 6 up invul save.
6s, baby.
Making 1.
No.
So I think you only have 1 guy left.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, this is a 10-man score. And you had 1 guy that already died to the pistols.
Yeah.
So that is a lot dead. I meant to tell you that these were my Oath of Moment guys back over here.
Yep.
So we got 4 of the Sanguinary Guard plus Dante managed to get in. So we're going to have 2 guys with Power Fist, 2 guys with Carmine Blades, and then Dante. So we're going to go with the Power Fist first. There are 3 attacks each. Becomes 4 attacks because of the charge. These are going to be hitting on 3s, but hitting on 2s now because of Commander Dante. Re-rolling because of Oath of Moment. Okay, not meant to be on that one. Fair enough. These are now going to be strength 8, which is wounding on 2s, re-rolling because of Oath of Moment, but no need to there. So that is going to be 6 wounds into them. These are AP -2. So your invul save, sir.
6s!
6s. Making none of those, so that's going to be 6 dead in the squad over there. And then we got the Carmine Blades coming in over here. These are going to have 10 attacks total in the charge. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling. Okay, that's going to be all hits. And these are going to be strength 6, so looking for, on the charge, strength 5 base becomes +1, so strength 6. 3s, re-rolling. Re-rolling because of Oath of Moment. Okay, so there's going to be 8 wounds into you over there. To your invul again, because these are going to be AP -2 again. Making 1, but that's going to be the squad wipe there. So Dante doesn't even have to unsheath his axe. All right, so that's going to be it for the Blood Angel's turn here, because over here with the 1 Zangor left, I decided not to pile in to allow him to get his attacks in. So I wanted to stay back here because I wanted to stay on the objective. So that is going to be it for the Blood Angel's turn here on turn number 2. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Thousand Sons on turn number 2. Movement phase for the Thousand Sons here on turn number 2. This Zangor advanced away over into the corner over here, trying to save himself a kill point over there. So I've got to choose between staying on my objective or going after him. So got to figure that one out. We'll come back to these guys in a second. welcome. Back over here, this squad of rubrics advanced, so that they're controlling the objective over on this side. And this squad of rubrics over here just moved into position so they can get some shots off onto my guys over here. And then they'll see what they're going to do. Maybe charge in if he kills enough. We'll see what happens with them. And then over here, his Terminators deep struck over here, more than 9 inches from everyone, looking to get some shots off onto my assault intercessors back over here and see what he can do there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, into the shooting phase here, his Terminators are going to shoot into my assault intercessors over here. He's going to spend CP on the ensorcelled infusion, basically turning their bolters there into psychic weapons that are now going to shoot into here in strength 5. So they got a bunch of stuff. In return, I decided to spend a CP on armor of contempt on them to give them 1 less AP on their attacks into them. So we are going to now start with them. What do you want to start with first, though?
Missiles.
I'm going to start with the missiles from the on the back rack over there.
Yep.
So these are going to be looking for what to hit?
3s.
3s to hit.
2 shots. Or 2 attacks.
2 attacks, yeah.
Excuse me.
3s to hit.
Hey.
Getting 1 hit. Strength.
10.
10, so looking for 2s to wound. That is a wound. AP.
-2 becomes -1.
Yep, so looking for a 4-up save. No, that's going to go through. 3 flat damage is going to kill the guy. Goodbye. And Burr goes the Soul Reaper Cannon over here. Hitting on 3s as well.
On trees.
Okay.
Rerolling 1s because dude told him to.
Rerolling 1s over there. That's going to be all hits.
Yep.
Strength.
6.
6, so looking for 3s to wound. All but 1 wound there. So it's going to be 5.
Not psychic.
Yes.
It won't work.
So these are going to be 5 AP -1. So still 3-up saves because of Armor of Contempt. Failing. Oh, 3 of them. What's the damage on these?
1 each.
1 each. So that's going to kill a guy and put a guy on 1 wound. And now 5 guys have their combi bolters, or their infernal combi bolters, or whatever they are, coming in over here. So these are going to be 20 shots coming from these, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s.
1.
Okay, 1 to reroll. All right. And now these are going to be strength 5, so wounding on 3s, but because they're psychic weapons and he chose his special thing, psychic weapons do devastating wounds on 6s. So those 2 go through. I cannot make saves, so they're not mortal wounds anymore, but I can't make saves on them. So that's going to kill a guy, and it's going to do 1 wound to a guy. And then I've got an additional 6, 7, 8, 9 saves that I have to try to make over here. 7, 8, 9. These are going to be looking for 3s because of Armor of Contempt. Oh no! Oh, that was. Look at that. 3s, and I got 2. All right, yeah, they're way dead. Yeah.
Confuses.
And now his other rubric squad right around the corner. They are going to fire into my Death Company guys. So we got 3 flamers, 1 hand flamer, and then 1 Soul Reaper cannon.
Okay, here's the hand.
Hand flamer first. Is going to get 4 shots. These are strength 3, so wounding on 5s. Okay, no wounds there. Easy enough. And then we got 3 regular soul warp flamers,
Yep.
Warp 4 flamers or something. So that's going to be 5, 6, 7 shots that are hits, I should say. Sorry.
4.
Looking for 4s to wound.
All right.
Okay, so that's going to be 4 there. This is 4s to wound, right? Strength 4.
So hold on, something I missed.
1 second. All right, so we got 4 wounds in over here. AP -1. So looking for 4-up saves. Failing 2 of them. They've got a 6-up feel no pain. Making both of them with fill faces. Woo! And here comes the Soul Reaper cannon. These are going to be looking for 3s to hit. Okay, so that's going to be 2 hits. And then these are going to be looking for 3s to wound. All right, so looking for 3s to wound.
Yeah, 6s.
Reroll the 1 because that's what they got to go
How did that roll?
Nope, nothing there. It was just the 1. So it's going to be AP -1, 4-up save.
I wish it was.
Nope, failed it. 6-up feel no pain. No, so I'll take a wound. All right, so that's going to be it for the Thousand Sons turn here on turn number 2, and that's going to be the end of battle round 2. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn number 3. All right, movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 3. My Death Company jumped up over here looking to get into his Terminators. Dante and the Golden Boys are moving around here looking to get some attacks in over here on these guys over here. When they finish their move there, they did declare an Overwatch, so we'll come back to you with that in a bit. And then my Blade Guard veterans angrily have now come forward to try to handle this one Zangor that's running away from them, and they're not happy about that. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with that Overwatch.
So
all right, so here we go. We're going to have the... do you want to go with the Flamers first?
No.
Or no. So we're going to go with the Soul Reaper Cannon first here. Hitting on 6s because it is Overwatch.
Hey!
Getting a hit there.
Your wound.
These are going to be looking for a wound there. AP... -1. So these are going to be looking for a 3-up save. Making it with a fill face.
I can only do it once.
And here we go. Now we're going to go with the Hand Flamer.
How many shots?
It's going to be 6 hits. There we go. There's going to be 6 hits here. These are going to be looking for 3, so looking for 5s to wound. So that's going to be 2 wounds into me over there. AP -1, so 3-up saves. Making both of those. And then we've got the regular Flamers, or the regular Warform players. It's going to have 8, 11. That's going to be good. So 11.
5. One more.
There we go. Looking for, these are strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
No ones, though. You can get a reroll there.
Yep.
So that's going to be 5 that we're looking for there.
AP -1.
AP -1. 3-ups. Failing 3 of them. So that's going to kill one guy and then wound another. All right, so now my guys over here are going to start us off in the shooting phase, firing into those Rubric Marines. So we're going to start with Dante over here. So he's got his Perdition. So it's going to be 1 shot here, but it does have sustained hits D3. So not going to get it with that 1 there. Then we're going to have the bolt pistols, or no, the Sanguinary Guard are going to fire them. And then their Angelus bolt guns are going to fire over here. So we got 9 guys left over there. They're going to fire, hitting on 3s, but they get what is it? +1. Yeah, add 1 to hit rolls when he's leading. Oh no, that's when he charged. So yeah, here we go. All right, hitting on 3s. My Oath of Moment choice is going to be the Terminators, so that's why they've got them there. These are now going to be strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. Alrighty. So it's going to be 4 wounds into you over there. AP -0.
Okay, on 3s.
3-up saves. Failing 2 of them, so that does kill a guy. All right. And then these guys are going to fire their heavy bolt pistol into the Zangor. They don't have to kill him with their blade. That will be fine by them. So that's going to be 3 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP -1.
Involved 6.
Oh, he makes 1, but no, he will be
Should
dead.
I reroll it? Should I reroll it?
You're going to spend it?
Viewers?
You got other
I'm
stuff
gonna
going on?
do it.
Or he's going to spend a
Hell
CP to
yeah.
reroll it. Wants to keep this guy
Hell yeah.
alive. Make me charge into him. Oh, I saw it, but no, it's not. He's dead. And then my Death Guard are going to fire their bolt pistols up here. 3s to hit. These are looking for tough 5, I believe. So these are going to be looking for 5s to wound. That is no wounds there.
No, once per
And then we've got over here, we're going to go into the charge phase. My Death Company are going to charge into those Terminators. They're going to make it with an 8. And then Sanguinary Guard are going to charge into the Rubrics. They will make it with a 6. And here we go with the Chaplain's going to start us off here. So he is going to do his Exhortation of Rage on a 4 through 5. Or no, on a 4 or 5. He is going to do D3 mortal wounds. So it's going to be D3 mortal wounds. That's going to be 2 mortal wounds into them. And now the Death Company with the Chainswords are going to attack. 5 attacks on the charge each here. These are going to be hitting on 3s, but they are my Oath of Moment choice, so it's going to be wounding or hitting on 5 attacks on the charge, hitting on 3s, re-rolling, and then they would be strength 5 on the charge, which would be 4s to wound, but become 3s to wound because of the Chaplain, who gets +1. They're -1 to wound, and then I spent a CP on Red Rampage, giving them Lance and lethal hits. So 6s to hit will be auto wound. Then I have the lance gives me +1 to wound on the charge. So +1 to wound on the charge, +1 to wound from the chaplain, -1 to wound from the Terminators there. Still going to be +1 to wound, so it will become 3s to wound into them. Rerolling because of Oath of Moment. So this is going to be all 35 attacks from the chainswords there, hitting on 3s. We'll come back to you with that. So we got 4 auto wounds so far, and then we are rerolling. Okay, into 2 more auto wounds over there. So with lethal wounds, I ended up getting 7 wounds already, or lethal hits. I've got 7 wounds in there already. And again, these are going to be wounding on 3s after everything's said and done, re-rolling. All right, not bad. Let me just get those failures and do, yeah, it's -1 from the wound roll, +2 to the wound roll. Yeah. So it ends up being +1 to the wound roll at the end. Nice. Re-rolling there. All right, so that is pretty good. That's going to be 31 wounds into him over there. All right, these are going to be AP -1, so looking for 3-up saves. All right, we'll come back to you with that. So along with those mortal wounds that I did on the charge there, we're going to do, it's going to kill 2 more, 3 guys total, plus putting another one down to 1 wound. And then the guy with the thunder hammer coming in over here. That is going to be 1 lethal hit so far. Rerolling these. Okay, so that is going to be 1 lethal hit and then 2 wounds here. Wounding on 2s. That's going to be, well, 3 here. These are devastating wounds, those ones. So these are devastating wounds, cannot be saved. Okay. This one can be saved. That's going to be AP -2. So you're looking for a 4-up save. Making that one. So then these 2 will go through. No saves are allowed on those. So that's going to kill a guy and then put another one on 1 wound. And then the chaplain's going to have his attacks in over here. These are going to be hitting on 2s. These are going to be 2 lethal hits there. And then these are going to be looking for strength 6 on the charge. No, strength 7 on the charge, which would still be 3s to wound, becomes 2s to wound after everything's said and done with lance and all that, some fun stuff. But re-rolling because of Oath of Moment. So we've got a total of 6 saves that you can make there. AP -1, so 6 3-up saves. Failing
Good.
2 of them.
Saving, I'm going to go ahead and use that free reroll.
You're going to use 1?
Yeah, that was my...
so yeah, he did...
Weaver of Fates.
Yeah, Weaver of Fates. He used the Cabal, his Sorcerer's points, or Cabal points before, and now he's going to use it there, so he gets to spend a reroll here. Into a save there, that's good. So he just fails the 1, which is going to be 2 damage, so that will kill the aspiring sorcerer over there. So, and now my Sanguinary Guard are going to attack it over here. I got 2 guys with Power Fists. So there's going to be 8 attacks on the charge. These are going to be hitting on 2s because of Lord Dante over there. No rerolls because they're not Oath of Moments, so that was not meant to be there. These are now going to be strength 8, or strength 9 on the charge, so 2s to wound. That is going to be all wounds there. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds into you. AP -2. So 5.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't have M1 4, they have M1 5.
So 5-up saves.
Nice. Not so nice. Whoops.
Okay, these are going to be 2 damage apiece, so that's going to kill 4 guys over there. That actually wiped the squad over there. Yeah. So now his his Sorcerer and Terminator armor is going to attack back into my Death Company. These are going to be hitting on 3s, I think. Yep, with his Force Sword, or Force Weapon here.
Yep. And he can reroll 1s.
Okay. So that's going to be hitting on 3s. Nope, so we got 3 hits. Yep. These are going to be strength 6, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound into me over there.
I have a reroll. I might as well just...
Didn't you use the reroll before?
To save, not to wound. Only to save.
1 second. Oh. All right, yeah, no, so yeah, the reroll that we did before was the one from the Cabal, so he's going to spend a CP reroll here. Hey. And he does make the save, or the hit there. So that's going to be 2 hits.
Yep, AP -1.
Or 2 wounds, I'm sorry.
Yes. And they'll be D3 damage each if they get through.
AP -1, so looking for 4-up saves. Fail 1 of them. D3 damage, because it doesn't feel the pain. That's why damage makes a difference. Just the one.
Feel no pain.
A 6? No, he will be dead. All right, so that's going to be the end of the Blood Angel's turn here on turn number 3. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Thousand Sons on turn number 3. All right, so movement phase for the Thousand Sons. In the command phase, my opponent used his Sorcerer Terminator armor. He had the Umbralific Crystal, which allows him to be picked up in the command phase and then dropped down in his reinforcement step. So he got dropped down back on that objective over there, out of combat with my Death Company. And then over here, these guys moved up onto the objective there. He had the 1 point when you started with holding that one. I got the 1 point for that. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. Into the shooting phase over here. Oh, we're going to start over here, this guy? Okay, we're going to start with the shooting phase over here. His Terminator, Sorceress Terminator, is going to shoot into my Death Company over here. So we're going to go with his Coruscating Flames first.
On 3s?
Hitting on 3s. That's going to be 1 hit.
He can reroll 1.
He can reroll once. All right. There we go. Not meant to be.
Okay.
The dice have spoken.
Yeah.
This is going to be strength 4. So looking for 4s to wound. They're not a vehicle or a monster.
Hey!
Would have been anti-hero.
-3.
AP -3 here. So this is going to be looking for... they do get cover because there's guys that he cannot see over there. So they're going to be AP -2. So looking for 5 up save. And I make it with a fill phase. Woo! And he also gets to shoot his combi flamer here, or a combi bolter. His infernal combi bolter.
On 3s?
Hitting on 3s. Okay, 3 hits. No.
What?
4s to wound.
Yeah, and these are not devastating.
Yeah, no devastating on these. They're not psychic. So we got 1 wound. AP nothing, right? Or AP 1?
AP -1.
-1, which in the cover there, so they will be good with the save. And now this Rubric Marine Squad is going to fire into the Death Company as well. We're going to go with the Soul Reaper cannon first.
Nope.
No, hitting on 3s. There we go. Looking for strength 6, so looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be reroll 1s to wound with them, with the Rubric Marines. There we go. So that's going to be, so that's going to be 3 wounds over there.
AP -1.
AP -1, because of cover there, 3 ups. That is going to be 1 miss there for 1 damage. 6 of Feel No Pain. Oh, with the Fill Face, he's good. Now the Aspiring Sorcerer is going to fire. So we're going to start with the, what is it again?
The Warp Smite.
Warp Smite over here. We've been forgetting about that, honestly. So that's going to be 2 hits with 6s. It is a psychic weapon.
Yeah,
so it's devastating wound. So 6 is the wound matter for that one. That's right. So it's strength what?
4.
Strength 4. So 4 is to wound.
And anti-infantry 4.
Is anti-infantry 4? There you go.
No.
That's 2 devastating wounds. Those are going to go straight through. What's the damage?
-3.
And what's the damage? No, those go straight through. Devastating wounds. They can't make saves. Because the way it's changed now with devastating wounds, as you probably know, is that they're no longer mortal wounds, but they cannot be saved with any armor or invul saves. So failed those. Can't even do it. So it's going to be 2 Feel No Pains.
Yep.
Make 1 of them and fail 1 of them, so 1 will take a wound. Oh. And here comes his Warp Flame pistol, because they were both pistols. 5 hits.
Nice.
So these are going to be looking for 5s to wound.
Ignores cover torrent.
5s to wound. Oh, actually, I think they can reroll all wounds because they're holding an objective, or as if I'm on an objective. I'm on an objective anyway, so reroll their wounds. Yeah.
Oh,
right. Because no, you're good. Reroll all the wounds. Yeah, because you're looking for 5s to wound, so you have to reroll the 3 and the 4 as well.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to be 4 wounds into me over there. So it's going to be AP -1 with the cover there, so looking for 3s. Failing 2 of them. Feel No Pains. No, failing both of them. That's going to kill a guy and put a wound on a guy. We forgot that they ignore cover there, so I did get a 3 there, so I'm going to do another Feel No Pain with a Fill Face. So there we go. The dice have spoken. He wasn't meant to be wounded. Then we got the other flamers coming in over here. So that's going to be...
here we go.
12 hits.
Yep.
All right, these are going to be looking for 4s to wound.
There we go. That's
so those are going to be critical, but you get to reroll your wounds. Remember, 4s to wound. Okay. So good thing you get to reroll.
Yep. Make it count.
All right, getting a bunch there. So those 6s are actually going to be AP 2.
Yes.
The other ones are going to be AP 1. So we've got 3 that are at AP 2. Yep. These are going to be looking for 5 up saves. Making 2 of them, failing 1 of them. And then I've got 4 AP 1s. These are looking for 4 ups. Failing 2 of those. So that's going to be 3 total. Feel no pains. Make 1 of them. So that's going to be another guy dead, another take a wound. And now his Exalted Sorcerer in that squad is going to use Astral Blast over here. So he's going to have D6 plus 1 because it does have Blast. So it's going to be 7 total attacks coming in over here. These are going to be hitting on 2s to hit. Okay, that's going to be all hits. And then they've got devastating wounds on this. So strength 6, looking for 3s.
Yep.
And he's part of this unit, so he will get to reroll his wounds. All right, reroll the wounds.
So I just need 3s.
You're wounded on 3s, yes.
Yeah. And this is a devastating, by the way. Another devastating, and that one don't.
Okay, so we've got 4 saves that I can make there. AP minus 2 on this. They do not ignore cover. So looking for AP minus 1, so 4-ups. Failed 1 of those. What's the damage on these?
D3.
D3. All right, so we've got the first one. Let's do the first one, D3. Okay. Is going to be 3. That is a dead guy. All right, the next one, D3. For the more because of the devastating wounds.
5.
3.
3. Yeah.
That is going to be another dead guy. And D3, 3.
Dang.
That's another dead guy, even though I got that 6 there. So that's going to be 3 dead guys. All right, so that's going to be it for the Thousand Sons turn here on turn 3. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels on turn number 4. All right, turn 4, movement phase for the Blood Angels here. These guys advanced over here onto the objective, the Blade Guard veterans. I did spend the CP for the 1 time per game that you can do it for heroic, or not heroic intervention, bravery, insane bravery, to allow them to auto pass without having to take the break test because I didn't want to risk it. So you got to spend it before you try. So I did that, and then they jumped down over here, looking at that sorcerer over there. And then over here, these guys jumped in over there. I did roll for the guys before. That had gone into the lake and had failed. So we'll just do these ones on camera, may as well. Ones will take mortal wounds. Oh no, I do take a 1 mortal wound for jumping into the river over there. But that is going to be it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so we're going to go with the shooting over here with my Sanguinary Guard and Dante. So we'll do Dante's first. That is going to be a hit. These guys over there are going to be my Oath of Moment, by the way. So this is going to be looking for a 2 to wound. That is a wound. AP minus 4.
AP minus 4.
All right, minus 4, but he's got a 4-up invul save. Failing that one.
You know what?
Are you going to use your reroll? That's the one to do it. That's the one to do it in this phase, yeah.
I'm wasting it.
Okay, here we go. Reroll it.
Twist of fate.
No, that's still going to be a fail. So it's going to be D6 damage. And I think he's in half range over here, so this is going to be melted 2. So that's going to be 4 damage, which just is going to kill one of the guys. One of the guys, yeah. And then the Angelus bolt guns are going to fire over there. 8 guys left in that squad. Hitting on 2s because of Dante, rerolling because of Oath of Moment. Okay, that's going to be 1 miss there. And then these are going to be Strength 4, Toughness 4. 4 is to wound. Rerolling. Okay, so that is going to be 5, 10, 13 saves over there. So 13 regular saves. Oh no, AP minus AP 0. Yeah, so regular 3-up saves.
Okay.
13 3-ups. Failing
4.
4 of them. Those are going to be damage 1. So that's going to kill 2 guys.
Yep.
And then my Death Company over here. 2 bolt pistols. That's going to be 2 hits. That is going to be no wounds over there. So now my Death Company over here are going to charge into his Sorcerer. They will make it with a 5-inch charge. And then over here, my guys are going to charge into him. He's going to Overwatch it, but only if I start the move. So first I have to see if I make the charge. And I will with a 7, so then he'll do his Overwatch. So first we got the Soul Reaper, hitting on 6s, getting 1 hit.
Does it hurt you?
Hey! That does wound there.
-1 wound.
AP -1. Making it with a fill first. Then we've got the Exalted Sorcerer, may as well do him. So he's going to do Blast, right?
Yes, Astral Blast.
Astral Blast here. So it's going to be D6 plus... How many are there? No, there's only going to be...
Not enough.
9 guys there. So it's going to be +1.
Okay. So 6 plus 1?
D6 plus 1. So 6 total shots.
And on 6.
And then hitting on 6s. Getting 1 hit. Wounding on a... What's the strength? Strength 6?
6, yeah.
So looking for 3s to wound. And no rerolls there.
Waste it? No, I can't. I can't that one.
You have 1 left. You can use that, but you don't. It's up to you. We'll come back to you. We'll give it some. And then we've got the Aspiring Sorcerer over there. So we're going to do his Warp Smite first. 6s. Getting 1 hit there. Strength.
4 versus?
So 4 versus 4. Nope, no wound there. And then we've got the Hand Flamer.
Okay.
3 hits.
And doesn't do anything.
Strength 3, so 1 wound. Was there? No, yep, 1 wound.
Okay, just ignores cover.
2 up, you'll take a wound. All right. All right, so now my Death Company are going to start us off in the fight phase. We're going to start with the guy with the Thunderhammer. He's going to have 4 attacks on the charge. These are going to be hitting on 4s. I did spend Red Rampage on them. So these are going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling because they get to re-roll. Okay, so it's going to be 2 hits. These are going to be wounding on with the +1 strength and +1 to wound, +2 to wound, but ends up being +1 to wound. This is going to be 2s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 2 on
so
these.
4 or invuln 5. Or
Yeah, so 4 up. Makes both of those. There we go. We got the guy with the chainsword. Again, these are going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling. Alrighty. Lethal hits, so that's going to be 1 wound there. Oh, there we go. So that's going to be an additional... Wait. 1 second.
4 saves?
All right, so it's going to be 4 wounds there, AP minus 1. So looking for 3 up saves. I'm making all of those. So now the Crozius Arcanum from the Chaplain over there. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, re-rolling. Okay, no lethal wounds there. But these are going to be wounded on 2s because of the +1 to wound. No rerolls there. So that's just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at AP minus 1. So 3 up saves. Failing just the 1. So he's going to take 2 damage. And then over here, we're going to start with Dante first. Hitting on 2s. Oh, you get 1 extra attack because it is the charge there. I forgot. These are my Oath of Moment choice. So re-rolling. Okay. So it's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. Strength 7, which becomes Strength 8. So looking for 2s to wound. Re-rolling. All right, so that's going to be 8 wounds into you over here. AP minus 3.
I already used my Twist of Fate earlier in the shooting.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So 8, AP minus 3. So it becomes 4 up invul this save, right? Because
of the Exalted.
Yeah.
That's not going to help me.
So that's going to be 3 fails there. So that's going to be 2 damage apiece. So that'll kill 2 guys and put 2 wounds onto your Exalted Sorcerer. And then we're going to have the Power Fists from the Sanguinary Guard over here, hitting on 2s because of Dante. Okay, that's going to be all hits there. Wounding on 2s. Re-rolling because of Oath of Moment. So there's going to be 7 wounds into him over there. AP minus 2.
So 2 transferred into the Exalted.
2 wounds into him, yes.
Okay, so he has 3 left.
Okay, and now he's got to make 7 saves at AP minus 2. So 7 4-ups.
4, 5, 6, 7. 7 4-ups.
Yep.
All over for him.
Yeah, he failed 3 of them, so he will be dead. And now his Sorcerer is going to attack back into my Death Company over here. So he's going to have 5 attacks here, hitting on... Is it 2s or 3s? 3s.
He hits on 3s. I'm going to burn my last reroll.
Okay, spend the CP to reroll. All right, so that's going to be 4 hits. Strength.
6 versus.
So we're looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 4 wounds there.
AP minus 1, they're D3 wounds each.
AP minus 1. So these are going to be looking for... AP minus 1 becomes 4 up saves. Failed 2 of them. So the first one...
So D3 for the first one?
It's going to be 3. Feel no pains. No, that's a dead guy. And the next one...
Last one.
is 3.
Nice.
And that's again a dead guy. So that's just going to leave.
Dead.
Death Company's dead. The chaplain is still going to be alive. And with that, we're going to call it the game, because that's all that's left. He's got the one guy left that's going to be engaged in combat with my chaplain. Yes. So a victory to the Blood Angels, but a ton of fun. Okay. It's so fun to do these kind of like just like narrative games where you're just like playing around, just making up some rules and basically just rolling some dice and playing with some fun toys on your table here. That looks super fantastic. Thank you to Neil for that. This is incredible to be able to play on cool looking tables like this all the time there. So what was the end of score? Ended up being 14 to 5 there. You got the 1.5 there, so that worked out there. So a victory to the Blood Angels, but a ton of fun. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek. As always, my opponent's been Neil. And until next time, stay safe and have fun.